Indian American lawmakers in the United States are encouraging members of the Indian Diaspora to become more active in politics, saying that the greater representation is needed to address a rising concern about anti-Hindu, anti-Indian and anti-Desi hate. Speaking at an event on Capitol Hill hosted by the Foundation of India and Indian Diaspora Studies, Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi said that Indian Americans, despite being one of the most educated and economically successful communities in US, they are facing the new social and political challenges. Krishnamoorthi urged the Indian Americans to raise their voices, participate in public life, and then considering running for the elected office at all levels of government. He said that political practice and participation is important to ensure the concerns that interests the community are represented in the decision-making process. He encouraged people to consider positions such as the City Council, State Legislature, and even the US Congress, regardless of whether they identify as Republican, Democrat, or Independent. But participation is necessary. Other lawmakers included Congressman Sri Thanedar and Senator Roger Marshall also expressed the support for Indian American community. They discussed that such issues of rising anti-Indian sentiment, immigration challenges and green card backlogs are important of the strengthening of the US-Indian relations. Now furthermore, the Indian American community has grown significantly in the recent decades and is now estimated about 5.2 million people in the United States of Indian origin. Yes, the community has achieved notable success in the fields such as business, tech, medicine, academia, as well as the public service and now politics. However, the lawmakers noted that economic success alone does not guarantee a political influence. They emphasized that representation in local, state, federal, or government can help address the community concerns more effectively and contribute to a broader policy decision. Now, furthermore, the call for a greater political engagement comes at a time when debates over the immigrant identity, the immigration, identity, representation all continues to shape the public disclosure in the United States. Lawmakers said that active participation in elections, civic organizations, and public office can strengthen the community's voice in these conversations. As Indian Americans continue to grow in the numbers and influence, the push for a greater political involvement reflects a broader effort to ensure that the community is represented in the institution and shape the public policy. Now, the message from the Capitol Hill was clear. Indian Americans are being encouraged not only to contribute economically and socially, but also participate directly in the political process and help shape the future of the communities and the country.